Hey, what I got for no reason whatsoever. This is what I bought because I've been
What'd you
drinking
get?
a lot of Trulies
life?
at home.
Oh,
No, still don't have
For
one
no
of those,
reason.
but
Power
I do
my
have.
dream.
no reason life. Gotta love it.
Backtrack.
Backtrack. What's that?
Hey,
Oh, Jackson
Hey.
next.
I got a
It's
toy.
Whoa,
mine's over there, but I can't.
Jeremy. Just so
It's
I
hooked
know,
up.
Jeremy. Just so
Yeah?
I know how truly gone I am. I got a breathalyzer.
Oh
Big
shit!
equalizer.
That's awesome.
It's
He
cool.
came
it's a
in. I was
good
like,
one.
"Why do we have
Nice.
this?" He's
And
like,
I said because
look."
I want to know.
Okay.
But you use it at least 15 minutes after drinking, which is not the case for me right now. So
Jack, how's that? Does it look like this?
Hey.
Oh,
yeah,
dude.
Jeremy, that's as far as I got. I haven't ripped that little.
Well,
label
no, I
off
took
of
the
it yet.
wrapping off of it. I put the little wrapper.
I'm a bit
the little
further.
thing around it back on. Nice,
Dude,
Yeah.
the
Bit
controller,
further,
I'll
yeah.
say this, it's very
nice.
similar to the Xbox One, but it's a little tweaked. That it feels a little bit different. I think the triggers are a little bit different. I don't know if they have an extra grip on them.
it's-
Thank you to
It's
our
got
friends
that,
at
like-
Microsoft for sending us these, by the way.
Yeah,
It's got another button.
Microsoft.
Thank you,
I'll say
Microsoft.
this. I'm going to throw this out. Microsoft, Xbox, and Taco Bell. Now, I don't know what they had
It's
to do
true.
with it.
Yeah,
but
Taco Bell's been
was-
hooking us up, man.
I'm just saying they were slapped all over the inside of my box, so I'm going to give
Mine's
them a
on
shout
the
out
way.
too.
Mhm. You know, I haven't used
but
the triggers yet. But you're right.
There's an
Michael.
extra. No, yeah, there's dude.
got some-
The triggers fuck differently now. That's what kids say. There's also an extra button. I don't know what that button does. I
Yeah,
haven't
there's that
plugged
button
it
on
in
the
yet.
front of it.
Yeah, I've
Oh, it's a share
I've
button.
got mine all plugged in. I'm starting the setup tonight.
I don't know where I'm gonna put it.
I also don't know
Watching
why
Jack
I want to
over
hook it
this
up
too
yet.
is great. I'm getting a very Christmas vibe right now. With
Well,
your
that's because you got the
and-
robe on.
does,
Jack's,
Look at his happy
Jack's wearing a robe.
face.
We're robing right now.
Look at that
The robe, he's
joy.
got red and green
Action
lights in the
going
back.
Yeah.
It's like Christmas.
You know.
I looked up earlier. He was like, "Thanks, Microsoft." I'm
If
like,
you're
"Yeah."
wondering, this is the Backtrack S8.
Let's take a picture.
Yeah.
That's the model
I'm
number.
way more interested in this breathalyzer than the Xbox.
Yeah.
Jeremy, I looked for a good one. I looked for a quality one. It
Yeah.
comes with
God.
like six or seven disposable mouthpieces. But if it's just me,
So you
I'm
can't
gonna
do it
use
right
it.
now?
no, you're supposed. I mean, I can do it, but it will probably test high because you're supposed to not have had a drink for 15 minutes when you use
Because
it.
then the drink is fresh on your breath.
I guess it'll be like
would
your
assume.
blood alcohol is 1,000,000.
How are you
That's-
alive?
I don't know.
I never really
haven't done
stopped
it.
to think about
and,
it.
And it tells you how many you've done because I think you're supposed to like actually send it in and get calibrated after
Oh,
so
fuck
many
that.
uses. Yeah, I mean, just buy a new one.
Yeah.
What are you saying, Jeremy?
If you
I've
have
done
that much of a
4.
problem.
Yeah.
No, it counted down already. I did 4, and then it counts down, and then it's like, test. I don't want to do it though because then
yeah, that's.
it'll be a 5, and it's not real.
Right.
I'm actually aggravated
Never done
because
one.
I bought a bunch of Angry Orchard the other day.
Yeah,
So
get
I was-
angry.
I was ready to get angry on this
Ooh,
podcast,
Jack. Okay,
but then
and?
I remembered that like I basically only have like Thursday to do running around, and the house needs things. So every Thursday I can't get drunk.
Yeah, you
Welcome to
can.
adulthood.
Yeah,
But
you can.
I
Why
got
do you
into
make
the
me peek
driving.
up over people's
does.
screens?
I saw that.
I keep seeing that, and I don't know what it is.
Get out of my
Someone-
screen.
You keep going
out
yeah,
of
like in
there.
the background. And I don't
Someone
know what the hell's
pointed
happening.
that out in the chat, and I was like, I have no idea what they're talking about. They're like, "Ooh, Jeremy's
No, I
peeking."
saw it.
And
I
I'm like,
saw it
what
a
the?
lot.
What does that mean?
What's your angle, Lindblad? Why do you hate this man and the rest of us?
It's always
What did
me.
he do to you?
the rest of
Peeking
it.
around.
Jeremy,
There I am
Jeremy,
down there.
Jeremy,
Whoa, yeah,
it's
yeah.
always you.
Ah,
There I go.
Like Jeremy now needs to star in. Have you guys probably not seen the TikTok trends recently where it's one person, but
Oh,
they
yeah.
cut out like pop stars and they do like narrative stories of these pop stars going about their days, but they get into wacky scenarios. But the best part about it is it's just like a physical cutout of the pop star from a photo and then the like Photoshop motion of them like hopping about like this. So now I want Jeremy's big adventure in that style of him going about his day in age.
I have big adventures,
He
I'm
does.
a little man with big adventures.
Yeah.
The bottom of it says "Hello from Seattle." I don't know if you saw-
Oh.
at the like, little
That's
bottom.
the first time
That's
I've seen it
when you
like
get to, like,
unwrapped.
launching
and
your
Yeah,
ready to
so
go.
I'm actually like really when I first saw it, when it was first announced, I was like, that's kind of a shame. Like the shape of it and the way it because it's like, consoles had a shape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so in this house, like the TV in the main room, there's like a cutout for it, and there was still like a bracket on the wall And they're like, see, that's where the TV goes. Put it on the bracket. It just like backs up into the cutout, and that's it. And there's like cabinets underneath it, but they're too shallow for like a regular console to go in and like plug an HDMI into the back. But this
Xbox
one
ready.
is perfectly sized for it. Like to just
That's
sit
awesome.
right in there with the HDMI. I was like, oh man, they knew.
It's also
It's big.
not
It's
that,
big, but it's not as big as I thought it was going to be.
No,
it's not.
yeah,
It's not
yeah.
that big. It's not as big as you thought. And apparently, haven't held one. Tiny compared to the PS5. Apparently,
PS5
it's
looks huge.
fucking
Yeah.
huge. is from what
One
everybody was saying.
really nice thing is this right here. This is the power cable for it. For the first time, they don't have a freaking brick that comes along with
That's
the launch
not for
console.
the first time.
That's not the first time.
For a launch
the-
console.
One
For
X-
the
S.
Oh, for the
No,
launch
for launch.
console, I
Yeah.
guess.
Correct.
yeah.
Okay.
They
I'll
eventually
give you
got rid
that.
of it, but yeah, but for the like
believe
the
that- I
Xbox
think they
Ones
got
came
rid
in
of
that
it-
big old box.
I think they got rid of it on the S. I'm pretty sure the S had it.
Yeah,
But
I
yeah,
know
it's
the
annoying.
One X
I have one. I have an old Halo one. It's probably like Halo 4, I guess, Xbox. I don't know where half of it is. I can't use it because I think I either have I think I have the brick, but I don't have the other half of it. I'm like, I don't know how to plug this thing in.
What year did the original Xbox come out in again?
Xbox or Xbox
Yeah,
One
no,
or
the
Xbox
original.
360. The original is 2002, 2003.
And 360
Right?
was
360 was
Man, I don't know. Yeah,
shit.
I'll look
Maybe
it up.
it was earlier. Maybe it was like 2001. Shit, I don't know. Because 360 was either I think the 360 was 2005. I'm almost certain.
okay.
Which makes me think the Xbox must be at least 2001.
And when was Fiona born?
Michael, you
Yes.
were right.
What is it?
2005, November 22nd was when the Xbox.
I know
360
I
that
can see my
because it was
camera
the year I-
peeking on
it
the
was the year I
bottom left.
graduated
There I
high
am.
school.
There he is.
And that-
See it.
that
There
was-
he is.
That's your- Oh, there he is.
Man, I graduated
Good
high
boy,
school in
good boy.
Come on, Jeremy.
2005, and the only reason I started working was to buy an Xbox and reserve it. That's how I know it's 2005. So Xbox must have been 2001, which is still crazy short. It's only like a 4-year
Yeah.
life cycle, right?
When
Is
did
it
the
2001?
one
That's what I was
One was
asking, yeah.
one was 2013, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure it's
Yes,
2013.
it was
Yeah, because it was
2013.
right before we went to stage 5.
I remember
Yeah,
it because
you know
we
dates.
started Go, and I remember having to hook it up for
Yeah.
Go, Dead Rising.
Yeah.
It was like
Mhm.
get the first kill in
Yeah.
Dead Rising
Get
3.
the first person to get an achievement on an Xbox One X is what, or an Xbox One is what it was.
Sounds-
Ah,
Yeah.
that's pretty.
I know we all
That's
use
special
Dead
copy.
Rising.
It's good.
Yeah.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
then
Michael played a shit ton of Dead Rising. Forgot
Hang
about
on,
those
the-
times.
the Xbox One X was 2017, I believe. That was 3 years
I'll have
ago.
to verify. but
I,
I'm pretty
Verify,
sure.
please.
I love about Dead
27
Rising.
God damn, dude.
I
2017.
I
Long
know
time ago.
Xbox.
What are you?
Dude, I never really got that much into Dead Rising. But like one of my favorite accomplishments ever is that I have one achievement in I think the first Dead Rising game. And it is to take damage from falling because I started the game and fell off of a shelf. And that's the only thing I have in that game. I think I have
I
one
thought you were
achievement
gonna
is
say-
for falling off a
That's
shelf.
the whole game.
I
to
thought you were
man.
gonna say I have 7-Day Survivor.
No, I have fall off a shelf. And that's my only
That fucking
achievement.
Same thing.
achievement. So
I
you had
love it.
to. I don't remember the specifics of that. You had to. It was like a It's like a never-ending mode, right? Like you could play as long as you want. And the thing in that game is, you will, at least in that mode, you lose health over time, so you have to keep eating. But I believe it's 2 hours real time is 1 day in the game, but you can't. You could pause the game, but you couldn't turn your Xbox off. There was no like memory save. Like I'll save it, turn it off, and then reload the game, and then not have like a death save, but like let me stop playing this game. And the Xbox 360, when it launched, was notorious for like freezing and overheating and like Red Ring of Death and shit like that. So that was, I remember my Xbox froze at like 3 or 4 days in, which was like 2.5 days of real life because I was working. So I'd like play a little bit at night, and then you pause it, and then you just go to bed, and then you go to work, and you come home and you hope to God the Xbox is still running. I, at one point, I've mentioned this before, but there were leaderboards in that game. I, at one point, held the world record for the first person that didn't get the achievement. I died at like, and it's because I like, you can set yourself up and like clear an area and be like, you can do the math and like hide in a room where zombies can't get you and be like, I have 2 days worth of food. Like I don't have to do anything for 2 days except eat. That's all I have to eat. And so I was playing Final Fantasy VII Dirge of Cerberus on a different television screen, and I'd be playing it and turn around like, nah, Frank's good. Frank West is good. I'd be playing, turn around, he's good. I died of starvation because I beat the game in Dirge of Cerberus, and I was watching the final game cutscene. So I died at like 6 days, 23 hours, and like 56 minutes.
Oh,
And when you die, like the camera spins around. I died surrounded by food. It was just on because you could only
insulting.
hold so much food. You have inventory space, so you could go kill, carry stuff, throw it on the ground, leave, come back, and the stuff would still be there. So I was dead on the ground, surrounded by nothing but time, and I had to walk away from the game for like 3 days. But I came back and I got it. But
See, you're a better
that was-
person than me. That
it
was me with the sword challenge.
No, it was. I was
nope,
stubborn.
I'm done.
I was stubborn, is
You
what I
could do
was.
the sword
But I
challenge,
was
though, with
number
you.
one in the
do
world.
it.
The next person on
Don't
the
waste time
list had
believing
the
in me.
achievement. It was like, you know,
Oh, waste.
the guy got 7 days and killed himself within the second that he got the achievement.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's the main motivation of why I did it. I went, so I'm the number one loser in the world right now. This is crazy. So like,
Number one loser.
dude, 4 or 5 minutes game time, or like in real time, was like seconds. It was like 30 seconds or a minute or something. And I was just like, oh, my shame.
That's brutal. So if it's
Yeah.
2 hours is like a day, so it's like
Yeah.
it's a
You
whole
could do it in a
14-hour
day.
experience to do that.
Yeah.
Oh my
and
god.
Yeah, but you again, I mean, you could play 14 hours straight if you're a maniac. Most people would just pause it. And it took me like 3 days to do. I would play, 4 or 5 hours a night. And then you get the achievement. But like it wasn't that difficult. It was just time consuming.
Yeah.
What's the most notorious achievement that's like that, but you have to have that like focus and like retention there.
There is
like,
an achievement in one of the Guitar Heroes that's called Iron Bladder, I think. And it is, you need to play every single song in the game in one go. And I don't think you can pause it. I think if you pause,
Oh my
it
God.
voids it. You have to
Yeah,
play
don't-
every single song. Yeah.
burst your
Do you
bladder.
have
That's
to?
not good.
Can
That's not
you
healthy.
like
Yeah, not
fail a
great.
song, or you have to also complete them?
I think you have to.
I wonder what difficulty it has
what
to
if-
be on.
I forget.
Yeah, like what if you run to pee and just lose?
Then
I mean,
it's
that's
over,
when
I
you just
think.
hand it off to a friend and be like, hey, play this one song for me so I can use
Jack,
the
if you're
rest of it."
getting that achievement, you don't have friends.
Yeah.
Bladder of
One-
Steel.
bold of you
It's
to think
called-
I have
sorry,
friends.
not Iron Bladder. It's called Bladder of Steel. Is the
Because
name
of
of
that
the
too.
song.
Damn.
Well,
dude.
Jack thought about
Everybody's
handing it
iron,
off.
so-
I thought about having a cord long enough where you could just keep playing while you go to the bathroom. Like, okay, sit down.
Get this achievement
Okay, I'm back.
by beating the endless set list without pausing the game or failing a song.
Wow.
People have done this alone, but I highly recommend you have a friend come by and be ready to
There you
take
go.
over for you when you need a break.
Just say
what's
how long it is.
Yeah, what's the completion time just on
Um,
songs?
Let's see.
Oh, wait.
Also, what game is it? This is Rock Band 2 is the game.
Rock Band 2. Okay.
So it's roughly 6
What's-
hours and 15 minutes. That's not too
Wow.
bad. But
I mean, it's not
But
too
that's
bad.
that's
It's not
constantly
easy.
going though. That's
6
the
hours,
thing.
50
that's-
minutes of constantly going.
That would be insanity to do by yourself.
And it's any instrument. So people are like, do the bass
Okay.
guitar.
Oh, that's smart.
Like,
Yeah, that's
the
smart.
easiest one.
Smart. There you go. Now, did Jack play a lot of Guitar Hero or Rock Band? I don't know
played-
why I think of you as like the Rock Band dude.
I played a lot of Rock Band drums. That was my thing. I love playing
Yeah.
the drums in Rock Band. Just because like by the time I got into a Guitar Hero, there people are so good at guitar. I'm like, okay, I'm never gonna be that good. But then Rock Band was like, oh, I can start on drums and then I'll be where everyone else is. And so I actually played that and got pretty decent at the drums. Yeah, and then kind of like there was a competitive like PvP mode where it was like first person to like screw up something, and I was number 1 on the world for a bit on the leaderboard there. But then
Nice.
yeah, but it was pretty much just like just being flawless. It was just a matter of being flawless and just doing that over and over and over again. And so if anyone screwed up at all, like you'd beat them. So it was fun. But yeah,
So-
very quickly like I got outpaced though. Like people are so good at that game.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
when I
It
form a rock
says-
band
oh.
and we need a drummer, I'm
Yeah. Give him a call. Give him a call. I've seen Jack on the drums. It's 84 songs.
Wow.
84
Class.
songs. Hitting the guide button or unplugging your controller during the endless set list. To count as pausing and will stop you from getting this
Damn.
achievement. You can do it on any difficulty.
That would be like a fun stream to do, where it's like, all right, we're gonna get the
Yeah.
endless set list and
Define
but just
fun.
rotate people out and be like,
That's
all
a good
right,
idea.
you know, like,
Yeah.
hey, you
It
come
would
in,
be
play
a
for 30
stream to
minutes,
do.
and then just don't pause it. And so,
What
nah,
if
nah,
you
that
were the
was
person
garbage.
that failed though?
I mean, I'll do the singing for 84 songs.
Oh God, if we have two
You
guitars,
can
drums,
sing?
and vocals,
Yeah.
ooh,
mean,
and then just rotate
That
people
goes from
through.
See,
Oh
see that's,
my
that's
God.
what you got to do, though, Jack.
At the
You got to
very-
do that
oh, God.
because then you've got someone to blame in that.
That's
scenario.
true. That's
You
true.
did this. You failed.
This guide recommends taping a piece of cardboard over the guide button.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like,
Oh,
you,
so you don't hit it by
if
accident.
you
Yeah.
accidentally hit
Yeah,
it,
that's. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, dude. Fucking Gavin several times in Fall Guys has backed out of the game after beating the level. So when you
yeah.
when you beat the level, you go to that like big board where people fall out of the squares to see who's
Yeah.
eliminated, and you can back out on that screen if you've lost. So he plays with triggers on his controller, and or like paddles. He's got paddles on the back that like are supplementary buttons, and several times playing with the man, he's pushed buttons by accident and quit the game within a
God
matter
damn
of
it.
15 minutes, let alone 6.5 hours of songs. And he's like,
Incredible.
"Oh, I left." the game.
I get it though. I autopilot a lot with button pushing.
I mean,
Stop
like
pushing him.
map selection, character selection.
I put
you
the
know.
controller down and I left by accident.
My fingy's got to push. Must push.
No,
Think
fingers
he's
don't
gotta
Fingers
push.
don't
Fingers gotta
push. No, fingers
push.
don't push. So this is total non sequitur. And Lindsay, stop Tyler stab if you don't agree with this before it happens. But in between the podcast and the post show, I ran to the potty, and I thought this would be a thing that I could share with our castmates and the audience. That every time I use our guest bathroom, I'm reminded that we have children, and there's a almost horror-esque scene that's taken place in the bathroom mirror. We have like a
Yeah.
big wide bathroom mirror, and I bought these. They're bath crayons, so they're made to be like for kids to draw either on like the tub itself or the like the tile in the bath, and they just like wash right off. But it's for kids to like, it's a crayon to like draw on stuff in the bath. And Iris is old enough now where we'll leave her in the bathroom to like go to the bathroom by herself and use the potty or whatever, and so or she'll go in the bathroom by herself and shut the door, and it's not an immediate like gotta go check on her. But sometimes we come in and just see what she has done. And so this image has been on our bathroom mirror for quite a while, probably 2 weeks now.
Oh my God.
You took a photo of it. Okay.
Well, yeah, I took a photo of it. So you can see, I don't know if you zoom in, there's like various creatures here. Now that's, if you ask who that is, they look like ghosts and goblins. Like that's me.
They're humans,
and
yeah.
Lindsay,
yeah.
How did you get
Iris.
so high on it? Like,
because she stands on the bathroom counter.
oh,
That's
We
all
have
her.
a little,
But
we have a
you'll
little stepping
see-
stool for her to
You'll
get to the
see
sink.
in the
and
lower
then,
right
yeah.
is as the parent mode. The lower right is the only portion I've cleaned, so we can like brush your teeth and shit. And I was like, I don't give a fuck about the rest, whatever. So
She's proud of it.
I spent about 10 minutes cleaning that one spot, and it's been like that for weeks. And so I just thought this is a funny picture. I also thought Lindsay would have a chance to say, no, don't show that before Tyler showed it, and he showed it immediately. But I think she was fine.
No, I
with
think
it. There's
everything that I'm looking at
Um,
looks okay. There's our dirty
it's crazy
towel
too.
and
Can't see all the blood.
dirty robe.
What's
Yeah.
what's funny is you won't know this, but being a parent of a child, when I walked in on this and saw this, and let me tell you, it was like left the room, none of this was here. Walked in, saw this, and it was like, holy shit! Like you're learning how to draw. Like she'd never drawn like people like that before. I'm like, she hasn't. She's not up to bodies yet. It's just arms and legs and a big head. And I have to explain to her that
That's
a body
most of what
is
a
usually
person is.
present.
Yeah,
True.
But
Got it.
it was like I told Lindsay, like, come in here, and she was like, yeah, you're drawing people. Like it's a huge improvement. So I don't know. I just thought that was funny. I'd
Yeah,
take a picture.
agreed though.
of-
For anyone who like doesn't have kids or finds the concept of having children just like not enjoyable / scary, that is like a horror movie thing to like walk into a bathroom and see it covered in drawings that are like nondescripts. Like, what does this
Bodies in the
symbols
water.
It,
mean?
it looks like it looks like a bunch
Demonic.
of ghouls. Is
Yeah.
what it looks like. It looks like
Bunch of
ghouls. That's what it looks like.
We were not too long ago too. I was talking to Michael.
buddy.
Same bathroom. We're giving our kids a bath, and Iris at the time was really big into like turning off the lights in a room and playing with flashlights. And I was like, okay, well, obviously you can't have a flashlight in the bathtub. That could be problematic. But what we'll do is I'll turn off the lights for you guys, and mommy will shine the flashlight around the room while you're taking a bath for a second. Wow. Okay, we'll have that experience. Cool. So I turn off the lights, and I turn on the flashlight, and I'm looking at my kids. I'm like, this looks like a scene from The Abyss. Or like, this is horrifying. Like, I should go rescue my children. Like, no.
Iris often wants to hunt ghosts. She'll turn the
She
lights
does.
off and then bust out a flashlight. and be like,
Damn.
we're hunting ghosts.
I don't know if we mentioned it.
Phasmophobia. She'll be good.
No, she'd love it. I don't know if we mentioned it on another age production, but we just watched Nightmare Before Christmas recently for Halloween, and it was the first time that Iris watched it. And I was kind of nervous, like I thought maybe she'd be a little scared, but she loved it. And after the first opening sequence of "This is Halloween" and Jack comes, and they're all like, "Yay! Like we celebrate Halloween as a town. That's what we do." She turned to me and she goes, "Those guys are nice." And I was like, "They are nice.
That's
Yeah.
because there's a line in the song where they say that.
They
They're
are.
like-
But
They're
we're not
mean."
mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like do, Halloween. They're like, this is what we do.
It's like I'm
This is
so
what we
damn
do.
proud of
And
you.
Iris
How
will
they
turn
are.
around and go like, that's what they do. That's what they
Right.
do, dude. They're fine.
To
They're not
each their
scary.
own. To each
Yeah.
their
Yeah,
own.
Oogie
you
Boogie's
know.
an asshole though.
I just hugged her and
Well,
cried.
yeah. Oogie Boogie tries to be an asshole.
He's made of bugs.
Yeah.
He's a sack of bugs.
Oh well,
Yeah.
Michael Lindblad
time
is
for us
done.
to
For
sack
it.
on
the
out of
final
here.
time,
Road.
this is it.
Fady Road.
Won't talk about my bathtub story.
Oh,
Sorry,
tell it.
Matt.
Wait, no,
He
no.
doesn't- Matt, he
Undim the
doesn't want to
lights.
hear it.
No, no.
Bye. Well, hang on, we're back.
Matt drew
We're back,
all
huh?
over his mirror, and he was very
Well,
proud of
I
it.
did. No, I'm just trying
Matt
to
was
figure out what
jealous
my...
because he drew bodies and we
Yeah.
didn't talk about it.
No one talked about it. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. No, I just want to figure out what my cat won't stop licking the damn bathtub.
Oh, you get one of
Well,
those
they love
cats?
Yeah, well, it's like she's never. Well, she's
Yeah,
had a
like cat-
bathtub, but now, like my master bathroom, she just jumps in the tub and starts licking the bottom of it for like an hour. And I don't know
Yeah,
why.
dude.
Does she have water, Matt?
Yeah, she
Yeah,
has
she'll
plenty of
dehydrate.
water.
That could be a
Look,
sign of sickness,
I
to be
filled
fair.
the tub up.
Jesus Christ.
I'll drip it all over.
Cats fucking lick showers, man.
Yep,
That's what
they're
mine
weird.
do.
Yeah.
Why?
My cat growing up, I used to like if she wanted water that wasn't from her bowl, like I'd be at the sink and I'd be like, "Get out of here! I'm brushing my teeth." I'd put a little bit on my fingers and then like hold it above her, and it would drip, and she'd go, like tuna. Yeah.
Nice.
Well, but it's like the shower like connects to it. It's like a separate stall to the tub, and the cat will get on the bathtub and start trying to climb the shower to get into the shower where the water's coming.
Oh,
But-
dude.
I don't get why. She doesn't
Yeah.
Let her
want to be in it.
man.
Yeah, go through the
Well,
door.
I
man.
did. Like I opened the door.
Door's
You
the
know, it's
easy
just like,
way.
yeah, come on. If you want to get in the shower or whatever, she ran in, got coated in water, ran out, and then started running all around the
Very
house.
cat-like.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like, oh, whoops, I didn't want this
They don't
after all.
know. They
All right,
don't
that,
know.
that was totally worth bringing the lights back down. So
I
thank you.
didn't really
Yes, it
say
was.
it was, Jack.
I enjoyed that story quite a bit.
All right,
Lights
All right.
up.
Turn
Go
them
vote.
on.
go vote. Go vote.
Lights up.